Hey folks, Mav's Dad here back with another watch review. Today we have the Victorinox Swiss Army Maverick 100 meter automatic watch model number 241706. And before I get into it, I want to thank Justin over Victorinox for this review unit. If you like this watch, and I'm sure you will, make sure you go over to Victorinox's website and pick one up. They have many other models to choose from and offer free shipping on all orders over $100. They're just a great bunch of folks to deal with, and I highly recommend you check out their site. Now, as usual, we'll open this thing up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this really nice kind of entry-level Swiss watch. Now, as usual, I love Victorinox's watch boxes. Say that real fast. Anyway, I don't know what these things are made out of, and I would love to know. It's like I think it's probably wood underneath and some sort of surgically applied plastic veneer. I don't know how these things are made, but gosh, they feel so solid and they look so good. Anyway, I just love their watch box. It's probably my favorite watch boxes of any watch I've reviewed. Anyway, as usual with all Victorinox watches, you get a quick start guide right here, and you get an instruction and warranty booklet. Now this has many different models inside. So as you can see, there are many different models in many different languages in their manuals. So you just have to find the one, you have to find your watch and just obviously go to those instructions. So there you go. Simple stuff. Killer watch box. Oh, man, I love this watch box. Anyway, you can see kind of like that pillow back there. Oh, that feels so nice. Anyway, I just love these watch boxes, man. All right, enough about the watch boxes. Let's take the watch out. Let's take a look at this thing. Put this back. All right. Now, as usual, on the left-hand side of the screen, I'll put all the basic specs of the watch, and then we'll go into much more detail. All right, you're looking at a 43 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 11.5 millimeters thick. It's on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It's 100 meters water resistant, which is kind of disappointing. I thought it'd be at least 200 meters. It does have a diver's extension, which is a little bit odd because it's only 100 meters water resistant, but I'll show you that in a second too. It's got an ETA 2824-2 movement, which offers a 40-hour power reserve. It has a date indicator over here at 6 o'clock, which is a little bit of a departure from it normally being at 3 o'clock on a lot of different watches. It has a non-screw down crown. Again, this isn't a dive watch, but it has a dive extension. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, it's got a sapphire crystal. It's got an exhibition case back. You can see that right there. I'll show you that a little bit later. It has a unidirectional bezel, one of the tightest bezels I have ever reviewed on any watch. I love, love, love this bezel. Has super luminova on all the indexes and hands. And of course, it is Swiss made. As you can see right below the 6 index, you can see where it says Swiss made. There you go. So those are all the basic specs of the watch. Let's go into a little more detail here. First of all, like first impression, it's a heavy, heavy, heavy watch. It has a nice substantial feel to it. You know you're wearing something on your wrist, and I love that. I mean, I like titanium watches. Those are great, but I've always been kind of geared towards stainless steel. I just love feeling that weight on my wrist. Really, really good looking case. As you can see, it has mostly brushed surfaces, but you can see some little polished areas, like this little curve right here on the edge. That's a polished curve. You can see the crown guards. These are all brushed. It's mostly brushed with a little kind of polishing accents all over the case. Really, really good looking case. Nice bracelet. Solid end links. I mean, this is a great, great bracelet. Really, really solid. Gosh, you can just feel the quality when you hold this watch. I mean, with this being Swiss made, I mean, this is really, really nice. Love it. Now, let me show you this dive extension. Again, a dive extension on a 100 meter rated watch is a little odd to me, but hey. So basically, you go back here. Where is it? Where is the dive extension? Oh, here you go. You go back here, and it's actually built in back here, and you pop it, and there you go. There's your dive extension right there. So it gives you about an inch, maybe a little bit more than an inch, and then you just put it back in, you click it, you'll hear it click, and there you go. Now let's check out this exhibition case back. Really cool. You can see the Swiss Army logo right there. Some details about the watch are laser printed on the outside. You can see the rotor in there spinning. Really cool. Love an exhibition case back on a watch, especially if it's got a really nice movement. And this is a really nice ETA movement inside. Really, really nice touch there. All right, let's look at the actual face of the watch. I love the blue. I also love the blue bezel. You can see where it's got that kind of polishing in the middle where it kind of offsets the outside ring. There's like two rings. You have a middle circle there where the Victorinox logo is, and you have this outer ring where all the indexes are, and it kind of offsets it. All of the indexes are applied, as well as the Swiss Army logo right there, the Victorinox logo up there at 12 o'clock. Just a classic looking, really, really nice looking, kind of classic style of watch. It is interesting that there's the date windows over here at 6 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock. I like it. It's super legible. It has a really nice kind of chrome or brush. Actually, it's more like a polished chrome bezel around the date window. Obviously, you see Swiss made underneath that. Just a great looking. I love the font on the bezel for the numbers. I do actually like the 9 and 3 instead of just having a plain index there with no number. I kind of like it. I mean, actually, I really, really like it. Really good looking watch, man. Gosh, just a stunner. When you see it on, you see it on the wrist, you're like, man, you can just, again, it just oozes quality. Now, there are a couple pet peeves about this watch. One, unless you're holding it up really close to your eye, you can't see the 24-hour markings on the inside there because they're etched in. They're not filled in with any sort of paint or luminescent material. So you really can't tell. If you need to know the military time, you just need to know how to tell military time. And basically you just subtract 12 from whatever number you're at. So basically this right here, in military time, this would be 1500. You subtract 12 and there you go, 3 o'clock. But again, they're very lightly etched on the inside there. I guess the inside bezel maybe, or inside face of the watch. So I wish they would have maybe highlighted those a little bit more. Also the word automatic, see if you can find it. It's very hard to see. First of all, it's printed in red. You can see it right behind the minute hand. It's really hard to see. I think they should have highlighted the word automatic because this has got a nice ETA movement in it, and it should have highlighted the fact that it's an automatic. I would have preferred that the second hand be white instead of red. Again, a little bit hard to see from a distance, but none of these are deal breakers by any means. It's just a different type of design. So it's not, it's not that big a deal. No screw down crown. I mean, it's got, like I said, it's got a dive extension, but no screw down crown. But anyway, the crown action is awesome. Nice solid clicks when you pull it out to set the day and the date and the time. I'm sorry, just the date, not the day. But when you pull it out, really nice solid clicks. It is windable and hackable. Just a great, great looking watch, man. Again, gosh, it just really oozes quality. I know I've said that a few times. It just feels great. You get a nice signed crown there. Really cool. So let's go ahead and try this thing on real quick. Actually, let me pause the video. I'll try it on and I'll come back in just a second. All right, folks, I'm back. There you go. I mean, you can see it really does catch the light. It's a thick case, but it's not going to interfere with any sort of desk jockeys with your cuffs. I mean, gosh, nice signed clasp there. Just a great, great looking watch. And I mean, it's not a copy or a knockoff of any other type of Swiss watch. It really is its own individual design, which I like. Just a great looking watch. Has that nice heft to it, being all stainless steel. Great looking watch. All right, let me take this thing off and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I wanted to show you one other thing about the bracelet, which I really like. And you should kind of expect this on an upper level watch. It's got the nice scissor clasp, all stainless steel scissor clasp instead of any sort of stamped metal. You can see where it says stainless steel right there. It even tells you the type of stainless steel. I don't know if you can see that, where it says 318L. That's the actual type of stainless steel they use on this watch. Just a really nice scissor clasp. It's got great click action to it. And then you obviously close it like that. Just a great looking bracelet. Nice quality bracelet. Now let's go ahead and test the lume out on this thing. Now again, don't expect like Seiko Lumibright lume, but it's going to be decent. So let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's go ahead and light this thing up for a second. Normally I like to light it up for about 5 or 10 seconds and give you an indication of what it's going to look like when it comes out of sunlight. All right, there you go. Again, I mean, not a lot of lume applied, but I mean, it's enough, especially in dark. I mean, the minute hand and the second hand have a ton of lume on it, so you're good to go there. The indexes only have that little tiny pip on each index, and of course you have the 12 o'clock pip right up here. Again, not super bright, but I mean, really, it's all you need. You don't really need but so much. So, not super happy about the minimum amount of lume. I wish it would have been a little bit more. Maybe if they had actually loomed up the Victorinox logo, that would have been really cool. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and put the studio light back on here. So my overall impression of this watch, this is a absolute fantastic entry-level Swiss watch. It's totally Swiss made, Swiss movement, Swiss everything. Just a great looking watch. You can get this over at Victorinox's website for $895. It's not cheap. They also have a quartz version of this. And to me, quartz watches are great, but I just prefer automatics. It's like automatics have a soul. They have a little heartbeat. They have an engine inside. Quartz watches are great, and they obviously will tell time a lot better and are more accurate than any automatic out there. I mean, a $10 Casio is going to be more accurate than this will ever be. But it's just not, it's not an automatic movement. You know, it's not a Swiss-made watch. There's just something to be said for the quality, the engineering, the craftsmanship that goes into a watch like this, as opposed to any sort of Casio, you know, Citizen, Seiko. Of course, you know, those brands also have very good watches as well. But I mean, if I could ever if I could choose, I would obviously always choose a Swiss watch, a Swiss automatic, over just about anything else out there. So great watch. Highly recommend this if you're thinking about getting into a entry-level Swiss automatic. Great watch. Now, as usual, if you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so as well. I appreciate all my subscribers. And that's been about it for this one. Again, this has been the Victorinox Swiss Army. It's actually called the Maverick, and it's a 100-meter automatic watch, model number 241706. And if you like it, and I'm hoping you will, because I love this thing. This might be one of my new favorite watches I've reviewed so far this year. I just love this thing. Go out there and get one, and they offer free shipping on anything over $100, so it's not going to cost you a dime to get it shipped to you. Go out there and get one of these things. Really good looking watch. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have missed. I think I covered everything. So that's about it, folks. Until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.